Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
I have on the telephone line the world famous and award-winning Ali Harper, who's going to be performing and opening her show in Circa, Song for Nobodies, on Saturday night, and that's one of the songs she'll be singing. Good morning, Ali.
Good morning.
Gosh, that's a lovely song, isn't it? It's never lost its interest, has it, or flavour. I love it, that song.
Yeah, I know, and not many people know that Willie Nelson wrote it.
That's right, and that's going back a fair few years ago too, Ali.
It is, it really is.
Yeah.
No, I love singing that in the show.
Sure. Now, you've been sort of around, just to let people know, I mean, most people know you, all right, but you've been around a bit, Ali, over the many years, and you started off at, the training school at Te Whakahora, Wakari, isn't it, down in Wellington?
Yeah, Toi Whakari, yes,
Yeah.
I did, at the New Zealand Drama School, and that's because I'm a Christchurch girl, so I came up to Wellington for that, and I just love Wellington, and it's so nice to be back here. And, yes, so it's been, about a 25-year career so far.
Fantastic. And the voice is still holding up okay. That's the most important part of your body, isn't it? The voice.
Yeah. It really is. And I have to be very disciplined. And the older I'm getting, the more care I have to take with it, and doing really good warm-ups and eating the right food. And I'm supping on a lemon drink now with, raw lemon. And so, yes, I just have to really take care.
Yes, and of course, change the temperatures, change the locations, etc., and audiences coming along. I mean, golly, it must be a bit of a worry for you, is it?
Look, to be honest, yes. With this career, it does come a little bit of sort of anxiousness in the night. You sort of wake up and you worry about lots of things, and it's just the nature of the business. I mean, I think as actors, we're very sensitive people anyway. I was just talking to somebody just out there in the cafeteria here at Circa, and just talking about how we do need to have tools in place to help us to relax, feel focused, feel positive, not worry about the lines, not worry about our body and our vocal cords. And that's where yoga, both of us were saying, yoga is just so important for us to just help with that.
Yes, yeah. And what do you think of Circa now? It's all been done up.
It's fabulous. I love it. That whole foyer being open like that is just gorgeous.
It is.
And that's just at this stage, isn't it? They're going to be actually doing some other amazing things. This is just the fill-in time.
Right. Now, which theatre are you in, Ali, on Saturday?
I'm in the big one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm awake at night.
Now, I see, just going back a wee bit for our listeners, you were awarded the Chapman Tripp Best Actress in 2008 and Best Actress at the United Solo Festival in New York in 2014 for Bombshells. And you're going back to New York, I believe.
I am. I'm going back there late September. I've been invited to go back as an encore performer, and I will be taking Songs for Nobodies, and I can't wait. I find New York feeds my soul.
Okay, and you played in, I'm just looking at another thing here. You're actually the resident singer for 4 years on TV1's Dancing with the Stars. Was that the current series?
No, well, see, now TV3 has bought it.
Oh, of course they
have.
have.
The budget obviously doesn't allow for a big band and 3 singers singing all those songs live. So it was a really luxurious time being on Dancing with the Stars. I loved it. It was just an amazing, actually I was talking to Deborah Callagher this morning on the phone because she was the producer of TV1's Dancing with the Stars, and she did a stunning job. And that was also incredibly inspiring seeing her work, because I'm now a producer, producing all my tours and things, and there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. But she was always calm and collected and just did her job and had amazing people around her. And I have to say that's something that I've got that skill, as I surround myself with really dependable, reliable people. I've got an amazing lighting and sound operator, Tiahi Butler, who's with me at Circa. I have a great set designer, and so I think that's how you can survive. It's just keeping those that work well with you close to you.
Yes, sure. And I suppose your pianist and bass player and drummer is all selected out especially for you.
Yeah, I've got an amazing band. Daniel Hales on piano, great jazz player. He plays a lot with Roger Fox.
Oh,
and
yes.
I've got Lance Phillips on drums, and I've known him for a good 20 years. And then there's Johnny Lawrence on double bass, and he's an amazing jazz player, and it's quite lovely because he's from Christchurch. And his mother, gorgeous woman, Liz, she taught my little boys at school when they were 5.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's really nice. I feel like he's family.
Well, I played a little bit of Patsy Cline there, but you've got Judy Garland. Who else have you got in your show?
I've got Edith Piaf.
Oh, right.
And I've got Billie Holiday and Maria Callas.
Wow.
So it does really stretch me vocally. But I just have to do lots of training before I go into a long season, because it's a 4-week season at Circa.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I have to really train myself classically, as well as get that really, gorgeous fried sound that Billie Holiday had. And when I say fried, it's that,
right.
like this.
That's right. Yeah.
Imagine I've had lots of heroin in my body.
Yes.
And it's really wonderful. I mean, Judy Garland, that feels very easy for me, because I do a lot of Judy in my cabaret shows. And Edith Piaf, well, I love singing in French, and I sing that wonderful song, No, rien, rien. Oh, je ne regrette rien. And I love that.
Beautiful song, isn't it?
Yeah, fabulous.
So how long's the show, and how many songs are you singing altogether? I'm just thinking of the voice again, because if you've got to temper it to cover all these artists, it's quite a job.
Well, not only do I sing these women and kind of impersonate them, I also play Five Nobodies, who all have an encounter with those somebodies. And they all have very different accents. Like the very first woman I play is Bea Appleton, and she's working in a ladies' laboratory. So she's the one that sits there and she sews up the hem of a dress if it's come down. She sprays perfume on the person that has come into the bathroom. And in walks Judy Garland, who's just done her Carnegie Hall concert. And that's how I get to meet Judy Garland.
Ah.
And then I play a Southern girl who's an usher in a theater in Texas, and Patsy Cline is coming to sing. And then I play a librarian, and that's very English, who has a connection with Edith Piaf. And then the New York reporter is going to go and interview Billie Holiday. And then I play, the idea was I'd be doing the dacoits and the board games and the snorkeling with the little imps. And I play an Irish nanny on the Onassis ship.
Goodness.
And I'm talking about the relationships that Onassis had with Maria Callas. So there's a lot of different accents that I have to do.
Yes, there is. 90 minutes, no interval, so it's a big stress.
Yeah, the big stretch.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think possibly the audience go, oh dear, 90 minutes, that's a long time to sit there. But people go, oh my goodness, it just flew.
Yes.
It just absolutely flew by. We were just mesmerised. So that's what I want from my beautiful Wellington audiences, to be mesmerised and to come away and go, wow, it's actually okay to be a nobody.
Yeah,
because those somebodies, they had really tragic lives.
Yes, they did. Well, you're on from the 7th of July, that's this Saturday, through to the 4th of August, and you've got some Sunday matinees too, which suits a lot of people up here on the Kapiti Coast.
It is nice, isn't it, to drive on up early afternoon, maybe have afternoon tea in the Circa foyer there in the cafe, and then see the show. And they're leaving by 6, so it's perfect.
Yeah, so that's 4 o'clock start on the Sundays, and Friday, Saturdays, 8 p.m. starts.
Yeah.
So, fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to come down. I'll be down there early.
It's been lovely to see you.
You just mentioned Roger Fox. Just in the mail, just this morning, has arrived from Roger Fox. It says, Roger Fox Big Band, Hip Walk Radio Airplay Edit. So he sent me down a CD, so I must listen to it. So
Isn't he lovely?
He's fantastic, isn't he, eh?
Yeah, he really is. He worked with me on my Doris Day album and my show, Doris Day Special, and I just loved working with him. He's just amazing. New Zealand icon.
Yes, indeed. Well known overseas, that's for sure. Well, Ali, I'll let you get back and do some practice because, boy, and look after that voice. I hope the Wellington weather doesn't upset you.
Yeah, thanks so much. So lovely to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thanks very much. There we are, Ali Harper.
106.3 Beach FM.